What's going on YouTube? Stealing Likes here, and you guys have caught me once again handing that cookie jar. I'm out here trying to snatch some likes with today's team preview. Now, for today, I'm bringing some different things. As you may see that I have finally brought the Jellicent that you guys saw the sibling to last week go in the Wonder Trade. Now, in addition to Jelly, I am bringing my Mega Heracross. I am bringing Crobat back, as Crobat hasn't been around in almost 2 weeks. So Crobat's getting a little bit of playtime. I want it out here just in case people start bringing the fairies around or the grass types that I don't really want to do too many fiery things with. However, I do have Rotom, as it does handle the Mega Scizor that I run into every once in a while pretty well. In addition to that, I have Archeops and Furfrou. You guys know these two. These two are just great hitters for the team. Archeops being an incredible multi-type hitter, and then Furfrou as a walling hitter. So I'm bringing those today against Tristan. Now, Tristan asked me to throw down on Twitter earlier. You guys know I originally met him on Cerebi. He was actually my first match for the channel. Love playing Tristan every single time I play him because it shows me what kind of growth I'm going through and how well or how badly I have become since 3 weeks ago. It's actually been 3 weeks and a day now. So nowhere near a month yet, but I am looking forward to that month mark, which will be coming up next week, I believe. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this battle with Tristan and see what Tristan brought along. Alright, so let's see what Tristan is bringing today. Alright, so today Tristan brought his Golurk, his Vespiquen, his Luxray, his Dragonair, Scolipede, and Gigalith, I believe. Now, I don't know if Tristan has seen some of these pokes, as he probably recognizes Rotom. Actually, he more likely than not recognizes Rotom. I am not going to lead with Rotom, though, obviously. I'm thinking about leading with Archeops. It doesn't bring a lot for this team at all. I mean, it brings something for Scolipede. It brings something for Gigalith. It brings nothing for Golurk, I don't believe. It's got something for Luxray. I don't remember if Dragonair is a flying type. I feel like it almost has to be, but it probably isn't. So I don't think I have anything at all on Archeops for that. But it's also got something for the Vespiquen, I believe. I could be wrong. But I'm going to lead Archeops, as it seems to be bringing the most threats. And we're going to see exactly what he leads off with on his side of things. As he's probably going to go into Gigalith, actually. He does like to set up rocks with the Gigalith. So, getting ready to find out right now. As Tristan, did you change your outfit? Or has it been a while? Because I don't remember that. I remember the hat. I remember the glasses. But it looks like a different shirt. I don't know. Maybe. Changing it up for the cam. So, Scolipede Archeops. Now, Archeops should outspeed the first turn. So, I'm just going to go... Ooh, straight away for the EQ might be a bad call. Straight away for the EQ. I could go for the Stab Aerial Ace. I'm going to go for the Stab Aerial Ace. First move of the game. He protects. Okay. So, I recall this Scolipede now. Now, part of me wants to stick around, but I don't really want to waste my Archeops. So, I'm actually going to switch out. Do I really want to switch out? No, I don't. I don't at all. I am going to get this hit in as I go for the Aerial Ace. I really do want to swap out, but... Okay, so it's got Protect, it's got Iron Defense. It's going to handle this Aerial Ace pretty well. It is super effective. However, it's not kill-worthy at that point. Gonna Black Sludge, gonna Protect. So, on the turn that he's protecting, I'm just going to swap. I'm looking to get Archeops out and get somebody else in. Now, I could go Rotom. I probably should go Rotom. Looking at things. Looking at the way things are. I'm going to swap into Rotom. And, I mean, the Protect is obvious here. So he throws up the useless Protect. He's going to either double Protect or Baton Pass. Now, he's probably looking to Baton Pass at this point, as Scolipede is going to be outspeeding, and it really probably wants nothing to do with Rotom, if he recalls the Rotom. I'm going to overheat, just not knowing exactly what he's going into. Here goes a Baton Pass. I'm hoping he baton passes into Luxray again, as it has no real options against Rotom. And if at the least I could baton pass out, or baton pass, wow. I could Volt Switch out. So, not really certain what Tristan has in store for me here. It almost can't be Luxray, though. It has to be something like the Gigalith would resist. Gigalith, okay. So the Gigalith's out. It's faster than usual. Rotom's going to get off the very ineffective Overheat. And I'm going to hard switch him out, because the last thing I want Rotom taking is a rock to the face, because that would just hurt Rotom's feelings. So, going to go out probably into Furfrou. Furfrou looks like a pretty good call. Heracross could be a really good call here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go out into Heracross and I'm going to set up. I am just going to get things going, because for the first time ever on this channel, I am carrying some setup options here, as he does go for the rocks. Now, Gigalith should switch out here, and I'm not too terribly certain, but I'm going to Mega, and I'm going to go for the Swords Dance. Now, he stuck around. Not sure what he's going for. Not sure at all. As I get the Swords Dance off, I'm faster despite the speed boost, which is really shocking, although my reduced speed hasn't come into play yet. He goes for an Explosion. I'm okay with that. I'll live it. Now, ooh, maybe not, actually. I do live it, but barely. So his Gigalith goes down. I've got a +1 sped Heracross just looking to do things. Now, he's probably going back out into Scolipede. Now, I resist everything that Scolipede would want to do here. So my plan is to go for the Swords Dance, expecting the Protect. Now, I don't know if he wants to... Oh, he does go for a Steamroll here. It should hurt. I mean, it should hurt a lot. However, my Swords Dance is going to go off his baton pass. His Speed Boost is going to go off, so he's going to still outspeed. I shouldn't have been too terribly greedy there. And now, this is pretty much just a dead Heracross. I highly doubt he protects, as I don't believe Heracross can carry anything that hits that hard. I'm going to go for the neutral Stone Edge. He goes for the Steamroll. That should be a dead Heracross. Now, unfortunate that I lost my Heracross that way. First time trying to set up with a Pokemon like that, as he's just out there doing things. I felt like it was a good spot for it, though. Now, we're both down one Pokemon, as he continues to Speed Boost. I feel like he's going to pass just anything I do. I am going into Crobat to just get rid of the rocks, as Gigalith is now completely... It just went down for no reason, really. So, here comes the Defog. I don't know... I've never seen Defog and Protect go in the same turn, so I would like to know, I don't get the Defog off, which, I mean, that's fine. So, I just have to wait a turn for my Defog. Now, I resist... Or am I immune to everything going on here? He's got Baton Pass. He's got Iron Defense. He's got nothing that he can do to me. Okay. Well, I like those odds. So I'm going to get the Defog going. The rocks are gone. So unless he's carrying another rock user, he's not going to have a very good time with what's about to happen. He will also pass the reduced evasiveness. So... I don't think I'm toting Thunder this game. If I was, then this would be a lot more interesting, as the Thunder would hit more likely on the Baton Pass. That's probably what he's going to do right here. I am going to go for the Brave Bird on the off chance that he didn't switch. So the Brave Bird should hurt quite a bit, actually. Now, the question is, how much does it hurt? I know he's restored most of the damage that I've dealt him throughout this battle, if not almost all. So the super effective Brave Bird takes him down pretty close to half. However, I am not going for a secondary Brave Bird. I expect him to Baton Pass out here scared of a secondary Brave Bird. So I am actually going to go for a U-turn. He puts up another Iron Defense. That's shocking. What is he looking to pass into? I can't imagine that he would pass into something that wanted to do physical things at this point. That was a crit, obviously, as I just did a huge chunk of damage in comparison to what it should have been. However, the crit really isn't going to come down to any concern because he's just going to regen it. He's going to get damage back over time. That's fine. I am actually going to go out into my Jellicent. I'm going to coax out this Luxray. And I know it might seem a little awkward that I'm coaxing the Luxray, but you shall see in just a moment why. As Luxray is the obvious Pokemon to go for right here. So I'm going for the Will-O-Wisp, expecting the switch. He protects. Okay. So I'm just looking to get Luxray out here and out of the way, as it's really the biggest threat I can recall on his team. I mean, obviously, the Dragonair is nice, but it's nothing too terrible for me at the moment. Now, let's see here. Luxray, Scolipede. Who does he go into? He doesn't go into the Ghost, does he? No, he goes into Dragonair. Okay, so straight away into Dragonair. He's probably going to attempt to rest off the Will-O-Wisp. If this is the same... This might be a different Dragonair that I'm thinking of, though. Because I recall a Sleep-Talking Dragonair not too terribly long ago. And a Sleep-Talking Dragonair packs... Actually, what? Dragonair, it might pack some electricity in there. I am, however, going to go out into... I could go into Rotom. Rotom would handle the situation well, unless he has the Aqua Jet. Rotom wouldn't like Aqua Jet. I'm going to go into Furfrou, just to keep it safe. As he already knows, I love to run switches, so the Stealth Rocks are great against me. Now, does he rest? No, he goes for a Dragon Rage. That is absolutely brilliant for me. Now, he's going to take some burn damage, and I'm going to go into the next turn, more likely than not, with a Swagger. I feel like the Swagger here is just ridiculously useful. He's going to go for another Dragon Rage. Or is he stuck? He might be stuck. As I don't recall if Dragon Rage is like Outrage and it is a force move for so many turns. I haven't seen Dragon Rage. I mean, it could be anything. Now, he's going to take the burn. He's going to be at risk for harming himself. And this is possibly going to threaten him out. Really, the whole plan here is to threaten him out. I am going to return. He's faster. He's going to get a hit off, unless he hits himself. So, does not hit himself. He uses Rest. And I don't remember how Confusion works. I know that unless he Sleep Talks while he's resting, the Confusion shouldn't matter. But I don't believe that sleeping drops his Confusion. Ooh, I forgot about all of the ridiculousness going on with his physical defense. Now, I'm very tempted. I've seen Dragon Rage. I'm very tempted to go into Rotom here. Rotom doesn't have anything for him. Jellicent does. Jellicent could make him mad. I'm going to go into Jellicent. I'm going to see exactly what he's packing. And find out exactly what he plots here. As I feel like a Sleep Talk is coming. Is a Sleep Talk coming? Yep, he Sleep Talks. Goes for probably another Dragon Rage. Yeah, there's Dragon Rage. I should be able to handle that. Now, obviously, this is my Pokemon toting the leftovers in this fight. I think everybody brings Pokemon toting leftovers. He may want to switch out once he sees the Dazzling Gleam, though. I'm sure he doesn't know that that's what I'm packing. He's going to go for yet another Sleep Talk. I'm completely okay with this. He gets off. Does he get a move off? What does he get? He gets another Dragon Rage. Once again, I'm going to eat that up. Jellicent is just a ridiculously awesome wall. Curse Body takes out the Sleep Talk. So, he's stuck asleep with nothing to do. And after this, he almost has to want to switch out. I mean, there's no way he wants to stay in for that. Now, predicting my Dazzling Gleam, as it should be coming right here, he could switch into something that's going to take the hit better. I don't know why I didn't Hex. I could have used a much better Hex. I'm going to Hex. Oh, he woke up. No, he woke up. He woke up. I wanted him to stay asleep. So, wakes up right after the Curse Body takes effect, which is brilliant. Now, I'm going to go for the burn, trying to get him to go back to sleep, as the Cursed Body really working out well for me right now. He goes for the Dragon Rage yet again. I'm just going to sit here and take them. I'm going to eat all of those all day long. And after this burn, I'm under the impression Dragon Rage is physical, so after this burn, he's really not doing damage with Dragon Rage. So, I mean, he can keep trying to peg away at it, but it's really not going to do much. And once he goes back to sleep, he's just going to see another Dazzling Gleam. I mean, it's pretty simple right here. He goes back to sleep, so I don't Hex, obviously, because I wasn't sure exactly what was going to go down this turn. I mean, for all I know, he could be packing Weirdness. I don't know. He could have switched out too, which wouldn't have helped me in the least. Now, gonna heal up a little bit. I don't know if he's still disabled. Okay, he's no longer disabled, so I'm gonna go for the Hex. Just straight away looking for all the damage I can get out of this. As this is something I should have done a long time ago with the Jellicent. I forgot I was packing the Hex, actually. And I am packing it on multiple Pokemon. Unless I changed out Rotom's entire moveset. I don't believe I did. I only changed out half of the moveset. So the Hex, going to get off a hefty chunk. He's stuck sleeping. So this should be the end of Dragonair. I mean, I could be wrong. I could have done just a ton of damage right there and not realized it. However, Sleep Talk is going to get off a Rest. It fails. So, perfect by me. I'm not certain. Oh, he's not dead. He's really not dead. Okay. So I have to go for an attack here just to get him out of my face. I am going to use a Dazzling Gleam, as dragons are really the only thing I pack it for, and I don't believe he had a fighting type. So, he uses the Rest. Okay, so he's going back to sleep, which is kind of confusing, as if he's looking to waste my Hexes or my Dazzling Gleams, it's futile, seeing as his Sleep Talk is still disabled. I believe it's still disabled. So I'm just going to heal up back to full. It actually gives me a chance to get my health back. Now I'm going for the Hex. He's fast asleep. Going to do his thing. Oh, he didn't get it disabled. He will eventually. I mean, he gets an E-Speed off that does not affect Jellicent. So he's packing an E-Speed, a Rest, a Dragon Rage, and Sleep Talk. Not packing a lot for Jellicent, actually. So Jellicent is more than willing to stick around. I'll throw down another Hex. If it doesn't kill this time, then obviously I'm going back into the Dazzling Gleam just to get him out. So he goes for the Sleep Talk. He goes for another E-Speed. That'd be funny. Yeah, he gets off another E-Speed. And the Hex is going to hopefully take him out this time around. It does not. Dazzling Gleam will do the trick unless he wakes up. He's probably pounding away at... he might know when he wakes up, though. I don't know. Because he did time that other Rest very well. He's timing these Rests, and I don't know how. Is Self-Rest really stuck to 3 turns? As he will win this battle unless I crit. Although he's seen me crit quite a few times. Now, super effective hit. Obviously, nothing new there. He's going to burn off his Sleep Talks in the meat. He might actually have a ton. I don't know what the power points are on that. Now, obviously, going for a Hex. I love looping battles. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it's interesting to see. I don't know if it's really going to make a difference on the advantage side for him, as, in all honesty, he's allowed my Jellicent to heal up farther than it should have. So I'm going for another Hex. He should still be asleep. He should hopefully die from this one. He Sleep Talks. He probably hits a Dragon Rage this time, unless his power points are out on Dragon Rage, at which point he's just PP stalling to let the Dragonair die. Now, Dragonair's going to wake up on this turn. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. So, 3 turns of Hex. I've got him. I'm packing him. He wakes up. He goes to sleep. Yep, it's got to be a forced 3 turn. Okay. Sorry to the viewers at home who have to watch the stalliness here as I wait for Dragonair to finally die, as I'm under the impression that it can't Dragon Rage anymore. That would be the impression that I'm currently under. Now, I mean, it might still have a Dragon Rage hanging back there. I'll probably count them after this matchup just to see. But 3 Hexes... If 3 Hexes don't kill, then... I don't know exactly what I plan on doing. So he gets the sleep talk to go. He gets a rest. It fails. I get the hex. Hex lands, obviously. It's 100% hit. Now we are going to see if this hex kills. I'm pretty sure it doesn't, as he's going to... Oh, no, he doesn't wake up this turn. Maybe it will kill. Maybe I should have just been hexing the whole time, as I didn't really want to waste him, but I do pack him on Rotom, so might as well use it while use it with the Jellicent, as the immunity to E-Speed is really helpful. Alright, so Dragonair is finally dead. That took forever. As I was guaranteed that he'd be asleep the whole time. He goes into Luxray. Now, at this point, part of me really wants to go into Rotom. Should I just straight switch out into Rotom? What am I toting on Rotom? Because I don't even recall the item. Oh, yeah. I'll switch into Rotom. Now, I don't believe Luxray can pack... Oh, well, an EQ wouldn't touch Rotom. So, yeah, Luxray's probably not packing anything unless it's got, like, an HP something nifty. He charges, obviously raising his special defense. Now, I mean, I've seen this Luxray before. That is the one thing I don't like about fighting people multiple times, is that I see their sets on some of their Pokemon, so I know what's going on for part of it. Now, this Luxray, not fast enough to outspeed my Rotom, so Rotom is not going to do anything besides have just tons of fun in this matchup. As I do get the burn to go, now I'm going to go for yet another Hex. I'm sure he doesn't expect me to be packing 2 Pokemon with it, as I think it's a completely valid Ghost-type move. Definitely outpowers the Shadow, the Shadow Ball. Now, he roars me, goes into Jellicent. So Jellicent's out here having a good old time. Not really. Jellicent's terrified. My Jellicent wants to pee itself. So he's going to lose a little bit to the burn. He's almost got to go for the electric attack. And I feel like switching back into Rotom is really just the best way of dealing with that problem, as Rotom doesn't care. Rotom's going to eat these attacks up all day long. Now, he Sparks, obviously, looking to get just a little bit of damage off him, I'm sure. He heals with the leftovers, takes more from the burn. I believe I should overheat here, as I'm predicting yet another roar. Yet another roar. Now, the overheat should deal a pretty hefty chunk of damage, and it should get him to the point where he will die from the burn, if not from the overheat itself. Oh, it's close. No cigar. Oh, and he would heal before he would take the burn, I do believe. Oh, no, he's just straight away going for the Spark. So, the overheat might not have been the best call there. I will, however, go for the Hex on this turn. I don't expect him... I'll go for the Volt Switch. I will. I'll just Volt Switch straight away. And if it doesn't kill, then... Oh, it doesn't kill. I didn't expect it to do a ton of damage, but it might have killed. I forgot about the resistance, though. So I'm going to go into... Somebody's got to have a better situation here than that. I guess not. Furfrou get in, take a little bit of damage, which, I mean, Furfrou can handle. We all know that. He Sparks. Furfrou's not going to resist, not going to take half, unless Spark is physical. Maybe it is physical. I didn't... Oh, it is physical, because he took it from the Rocky Helmet. So, it's a physical contact move, which I like to see. I love to see the Luxray running the physical there, as Furfrou resists quite well. Now, Scolipede is going to do its Protect Swagger, Pass Madness. I'm half tempted to Hard Switch. He might predict the Hard Switch here, though. He did predict the last... No, he just went straight away for damage on the last... I do miss you, Heracross. Heracross, you are missed. So, I'm going to go away... I'm going to go for the Swagger, as I've pretty much been... Oh, he does put up the Iron Defense. So, it would be great to see him attempt a Baton Pass and hit himself. As it would be the second self-hit that I've seen that is just absolutely hilarious. The other one would be the King Shield, the Aegislash, smacking itself in the face. Now, he is obviously going to end up being much faster than Furfrou. He's probably going for the Protect now, which means that I probably need to go into Archeops. Archeops feels the best here, as I don't know... I mean, I could go into Rotom. And go for the Overheat, which would threaten him into... Let's see here. The Overheat's useless. I might as well go into Archeops then. So I'm going into Archeops, full on expecting to Protect, as he knows that Furfrou is not going to take almost any damage at all from the ground type attack. I'm immune to the Bulldoze here, so... Oh, he already Baton Passed. Okay. So let's see who he goes into. Depending on who he goes into, I might not stick around. It could be Gigalith. Not Gigalith. What was the ghost he brought? Golurk. There it is. His shiny Golurk. Now, this Golurk, it is extraordinarily slow. I don't know how 2 Speed Boosts would do for it. Do I have anything for it in the event that 2 Speed Boosts do things? I don't. Let's see here. Golurk's slow. Golurk is daft. Oh my goodness. It's terribly slow. I'm going to U-turn. It could be, yeah, I was going to say, it could be a bad assumption that I outspeed here, but I almost have to. Because I'm thinking about Golurk's speed in the back of my mind, going, not the most solid of Pokemon to have that problem with. Now, Rotom seems like the best call here. I can burn this Golurk, followed by a super effective Hex. Not to mention he just Baton Passed off his Confusion. So Golurk is actually having some problems here. Now, I have run a little bit of Baton Pass in the past, so I do know that there are some problems that Baton Pass doesn't like. Confusion's one of them. One more reason that the Swagger is helpful, especially since I just upped his attack, which causes him to do some pretty nifty damage when he punches himself. Now, that Shadow Punch, I mean, it hurts my feelings, but the Citrus Berry that I'm packing really helps out, as it's not super effective. And I'm just going to go straight in for the Hex and get rid of this Golurk. So Golurk going down to the Rotom, I'm pretty sure, as 130 power super effective, doesn't kill, but the burn will. He snaps his Confusion, power-up punches. Nothing too terribly concerning, as he dies at the end of this turn. And who's he going into next? He's got somebody left. He's got Scolipede left, who I'm not going to overheat on the first turn it's in play. And then he's got somebody else back there. I mean, he definitely has somebody else back there. He can't be back there without anyone. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp, as he could Protect right here. He does Protect. Now, he could Baton Pass a +1 speed boost. Not knowing. I know it's not a fire type. I know for a fact it's not a fire type. I'm going through his Pokemon in my head. Because Luxray's gone. Golurk's gone. Gigalith's gone. Dragonair's gone. Scolipede's in front of me. Who's left? I know it's not a ghost. I don't know. I'm just going to get the Will-O-Wisp out of the way, as that will completely neutralize the Steamroller that he wants to do here. Oh, barely live it. Barely live it. But, gotta remember the defense of the Rotom, as he's a huge fan. Now, the Black Sludge healing is no longer a problem in my opinion. He is going to outspeed on this turn. I'm half tempted to save this thing just for the score. I know it's terrible, but true. Now, I have no priority. I am going to go for the Hex. He's probably just going to Baton Pass. I would Baton Pass if I were him. Although, the +1 speed, it could make a difference depending on the Pokemon. As I don't have a whole bunch of hardy and healthy Pokemon left in the wings. I could see something big and mean and nasty come out. I don't remember what it is, though. It could be a Mega. I don't recall him Mega evolving at all this match. It could be some mean, ridiculously large Mega, and I could get completely flatlined here at the end with the 2-4 standing right now. He could do it. It would hurt my feelings. So let's see what Tristan... Oh, yeah, I forget. I have to put in a Pokemon before he can pick. I am going to go, quite possibly, into Jellicent. I feel like Jellicent isn't a bad call. However, Do I have somebody else who'd rather do this? Crobat would rather do this, actually. Crobat could do fun things, I'm sure. As a Brave Bird would threaten him out, possibly, depending on what that other Pokemon is. Or I could go into Furfrou. I'm going to go into Furfrou, just put the swagger up. Just swagger me timbers, as he's probably going to Baton Pass out now, knowing that there's nothing the Scolipede can really do. Now, I don't know what is back there. It is bothering me to a tremendous extent, because I should know what's back there. I can recall going over his team. I can recall no fire types. Alright, so the swagger is obviously going to annoy him, as he gets more positive attack stages than he gets defense stages, and the chance of him to hit himself in the face is like a third on his next attempt to get things done. So I feel like a U-turn here is probably not a bad call, as I really want to go into Jellicent and use my Brine, because he shouldn't resist that at all. He doesn't resist that at all. Now obviously he could protect. He's going to take more damage than he will heal. Does he protect? He Baton Passes. Okay. So my U-turn is probably going to do like diddly squat to this next Pokemon. I don't know what he's got. But he's got clearly one solid choice, and it is Vespiquen. Oh, okay. And this is why he hasn't gone into it the whole time, is that Vespiquen has some problems on my team. The Rotom's a problem for Vespiquen. The Archeops is a problem for Vespiquen. The Jellicent is actually not a huge problem for Vespiquen, but it can pack some things in there that it doesn't want to see. So I'm going to go for just some straight up burn. He's probably going to really regret letting my Jellicent live, because he probably should have just tried to slaughter off my Jellicent with the Dragonair instead of going through the rest turn, in my opinion, because the stall out led to me having a completely healthy Jellicent. Now what is this thing? Vespiquen's defense rose, its special defense rose. I'm just going to... Oh, it avoids. I'm just going to burn you on the next turn. So he could switch back into Scolipede, predicting the burn. It is no longer... Okay, so it goes for an Acrobatics, which doesn't bother me. It avoids 2 Will-O-Wisps in a row. Ouch, that's a burn. Didn't intend the classy pun right there. Super classy pun. So the Will-O-Wisp is going to make this Acrobatics useless if I ever land it. The Cursed Body is going to take away the Acrobatics. So let's see what goes down here. As it finally takes the burn, it's carrying a Lumberry. That'd be hilarious. That would be hilarious. I spend 3 turns trying to burn something that I can't. Now, Vespiquen is not going to care about a Dazzling Gleam. It's not. I'm going to go for the Stab Brine, even though it's not the doubled up power yet. Defend Order. It's just going to up its defense. Can Vespiquen carry Baton Pass? That's a great question here, as I halfway feel like it can carry Baton Pass. Oh wow, that was really ridiculously low damage. So my leftovers are going to heal me up. The idea here is to get Vespiquen as close to half as possible. Could be toting a Citrus Berry. I have no idea what item is on this thing. It could be an Assault. Nope, can't be an Assault Vest. It's using status moves. This is a tough one. I'm just going to go for another Brine. Defend the Order. And he's probably going to max out his defense. He'll still die to the burn in the process, but he's going to max out his defense. This is getting beyond stally, as he'll go below half after this hit, and I'll be able to hit for 130 base stab power. Now, his defense is high enough that the 130 base isn't going to be a huge thing, but it may very well be enough to get this Vespiquen down within the next 5 turns. I'm going to have to check the replay and see how many turns this took, as this has been a very long battle. I think right now, we've passed the half-hour mark. So, Vespiquen taking another burn. It's eating a Citrus Berry, I'm almost certain. It's almost got to be a... Oh, okay. A Leche Berry, I guess that was? Leche? Never had to pronounce that word before. Now, I don't know Did it just heal itself? It just healed itself. Oh my god, this is stall again? No! I don't want to take forever killing your last two Pokemon. So, half tempted to go into Archeops, just knowing that he tokes nothing for it. But, you know what? Yeah, Archeops could really do better here. Or Furfrou. I'm going to go into Furfrou. I'm waiting for it to hit itself. I'm just going to buff its attack until it matches its attack to its defense. Because I'm moderately certain that Vespiquen has a higher attack than defense. And it's not going to be able to do much to Furfrou, especially since it's burnt. Yeah, that is a small amount of damage. It's going to take some Rocky Helmet damage, then some burn damage. It's pretty much taking all the residual I can deal it. So here comes the Swagger. He's probably going to go for another defensive buff or a roost. So he roosts up. I'm going to confuse him, raise his attack stages. I am just looking to get him to take as much damage as is possible in a turn. I think this is the second Swagger I've put down during this Baton Pass line, so it should be at least a +2 attack. Now, could kill my Furfrou. It could. I am going to go for a priority Sucker Punch here and just try to get in damage before it hits me. There we go, a crit. Not shocking, as I'm pretty sure I've laid down a good 20 hits since the last one. And now it's going to take some burn. Now, Sucker Punch won't do anything if it's healing. Sucker Punch won't do a thing at all. I am, however, going to go for a straight up return. It could slap itself attempting to heal, which would be really helpful. As it does slap itself, the return should get close to killing it. Close enough that the burn will. Yep, the burn will kill it. So Vespiquen finally down. All the stallers out and done for. And my last opponent is Scolipede, who carries Iron Defense, Baton Pass, Bulldoze, and it's got something else. Iron Defense, Baton Pass, Bulldoze, Protect. So on this turn, probably Protecting would be my guess. I'm just going to go straight away for a return, as I am faster at the moment. No, I'm not. I'm not faster at the moment at all. So Furfrou, gonna eat this up like a boss because, oh, and that was a crit. Because of the burn, the Rocky Helmet's gonna get some damage in. Did that just say Furfrou couldn't move? What? I guess Bulldoze does something along the lines of flinching. Now, he could very well not steamroll me, which is fine. I'm just going to go... Oh, he does steamroll. Probably looking for another flinchy-ish thing. I don't know what that was. Alright, takes the Rocky Helmet damage. He's dead. That is a dead Pokemon. Wow, that was a long fight. Good game, Tristan. As we wrap this one up, I believe it's 3-0. Is it 3-0? No, 4-0. So, good matchup, Tristan. I had a lot of fun with it. Now, you guys at home, remember to bring the comments below, bring the subscriptions. I do love and appreciate all of the support, but also remember to drop those likes, as the first Wonder Trade Wednesday, I'm looking to bring it this Wednesday. So without further ado, I will see you guys later on tonight, but until then, have a good day.